Hello fellow crafters, Janine here, and I have an arts and crafts haul today. It's just a really small art haul. Really, it is 100% an art haul from Jerry's Artorama. I am, as you have seen, and I'm going to put an iCard right here, have been going through a watercolor learning process, and I've been making videos along the way of all the different exercises and things that I am learning along the way and bringing to you guys as well. Well, at some point, you know, I can trace pictures and that's fine, but at some point I am going to need to be able to sketch out some basic composition for watercolor pictures, so I am trying to work on my drawing skills as well. So and one of the books that I've been reading, and I love the For Dummies books, if you haven't figured that out. So I've read Watercolor for Dummies by Colette Pitcher, and now I'm reading Drawing for Dummies, and I'm sorry I don't know the author's name off the top of my head. But just to go through the exercises, you know, I got a basic set of graphite pencils. So this has HB, 2B, 4B, 6B, 7B, and 8B pencil ranges in this kit, and I just got a very small sketchbook so that I can start working on some of the exercises in that drawing book, and just to start practicing, because one of the things that they said in the Watercolor for Dummies book and in this Drawing for Dummies book is that you need to be tracing and practicing all the time, as every chance you get. So I wanted a small book that I could kind of carry with me everywhere I went. So that's why I didn't get a very large one, because I'm more apt to do it if I have something on hand. So a little kit like this, you know, that I can keep on hand at all times, throw in my purse, I'm more likely to practice sketching if I have it with me. The other thing I got is because I've been a little frustrated with my watercolor exercises on the Fabriano paper I have. Whereas it's really, really nice, the Fabriano paper is really nice for stamping and card making. It's not necessarily real great for really wet washes. It starts to peel and buckle really bad. So I wanted to work with 100% cotton. But for exercises, for learning exercises, that seem like such a big investment. But the only way I'm going to know how paint reacts on 100% cotton paper, 300 pound or 140 pound cold press, was to buy it. So I found this at Jerry's Artorama. It's the Fluid 100. Both of them are cold pressed. This one's 300 pound and this is 140 pound. They are blocks, but they're only sealed on two edges, on the top and the bottom edge. They're open on the sides. But most of the exercises that I'm doing call for 5.5 by 7.5 sheets. They didn't have those in the blocks, not even in the arches did they have them. Well, they might have had them in the arches, but anyway, they didn't have them in these. The closest they had was 6 by 8, and I thought, you know, that's close enough to work on the exercises in this book. The 6 by 8 is going to work just fine, but it's going to finally give me that feel of working on 100% cotton paper, you know. And then some of the exercises did call for the heavier 300 pound, and it's amazing to me, as thick as this book is, it's only 10 sheets of paper. That's just amazing to me how thick it is. And then the 140 pound is 15 sheets. But they were really, really affordable. They were under $10, or the 300 pound might have been right around 11. But they were cheaper than, say, the Arches and the other Fabriano 100% cotton papers and some of the other brands that I looked at. These were still cheaper, and I felt like for a beginner, for a student, for a novice, you know, this was a better budgetary purchase for me. It was much more affordable for something that I'm just going to be doing monochromatic practice pictures on, and I'm going to try and, you know, and start sketching them out myself. And one of the things that, of course, you've heard me talk about her a gazillion times, Lindsay Wyrick, the Frugal Crafter, talks about using a kneaded eraser instead of a regular eraser, because you don't want to rub back and forth onto watercolor paper, because it weakens it, and then it won't do color washes as well, and so forth. You'll have spots that are weaker, and color might settle in and pigment might settle. So the better option, if you've traced onto or drawn onto watercolor paper is to use a kneaded eraser because you don't rub it, you just press it and pick up, you know, your graphite or your pencil sketches. So I did buy just a really small kneaded eraser because it's probably going to last me a while. Anyway, so that's it. Honest to goodness, that's it for this craft haul. And I wanted to show you real quick, I did go ahead and set up my little travel palette that I got from Walmart, and it worked out beautifully. It's only been in, I've only had the paints in here a couple of days, and they've already, because I've got such small amounts in here, they're already dried up. So this little palette, you can see I've already painted a little bit with it, and I really like it. And again, it's great for me to be able to take from room to room so that I'm not having to craft in just my craft room, because that's where I have, you know, quite a bit of table space. My larger palette, it's really this is the only room that I can use it in because it's so large. But I can take this one in the living room and watch TV with my family and spend time with them and still be painting, still be practicing. So that has worked out beautifully for me. I love it. I'm very happy with it. Well, again, thank you so much for tuning in and to another one of my videos. I appreciate you showing up. Please remember to give me a thumbs up if you like seeing these hauls, and leave me a comment below and tell me if you've used any of these products and how do you like them, and or what other, you know, like this is, I really am very new to any kind of drawing and sketching products. So what are your favorite drawing and sketching products, and what's their price point? So give me some tips on what you guys are using and how it works for you. And you're going to see my picture right about here. And if you would, when this video is over, you can click on that picture and it'll take you to my homepage where you can subscribe and you'll never miss a video. And right now I'm posting videos every Monday and Thursday. Thursdays are subject to if I have time, but so far I've been able to maintain that schedule. And if you would like to help support Janine's Craft Room in bringing this content to you, because it can be costly being a YouTube creator and bringing this content to you. So you're going to see an iCard right about here for fan funding. And if you feel so moved, you can click on that iCard and it's going to take you to my homepage where you can make a donation to Janine's Craft Room if you feel so moved. If not, that is okay. Please know that I appreciate you watching, I appreciate you subscribing, and I appreciate you commenting. And you have a very blessed day. Bye now.